Oregon Wine Experience Founders Barrel Auction has gone digital. Indulge in the brilliance, experience the elegance, taste the future. Bid on exclusive wine made special for this online auction, all to benefit kids' health and our community. Don't miss the opportunity to add these one-of-a-kind wines to your collection. For more information on how to bid, visit theoregonwineexperience.com. The Oregon Wine Experience, the very best of Oregon. This advertisement presented by Pacific Power.
The Oregon Wine Experience's Miracle Auction is going digital. Bid on one-of-a-kind experiences found only at this online auction. Tour the exquisite winter landscape of the Rogue Valley. Reserve your seat for a unique culinary extravagance. Or take flight for a private wine lover's getaway. Go to theoregonwineexperience.com to register and get ready to start bidding on August 14th. The Oregon Wine Experience, the very best of Oregon. Sponsored by Rogue Credit Union and the Coquel Indian Tribe.
I'm a neonatologist at Asante, which means I care for small and sick babies. And my Subaru Outback is a big part of keeping them safe, because sometimes I have to get to my babies fast. Whether there's ice, rain, or snow, my Outback always gets me there. I'm Dr. Sarah Kahn, and that's what makes a Subaru my Subaru.
Southern Oregon Subaru, online at sosubaru.com.
Remember, all proceeds from Oregon Wine Experience support children's healthcare programs at Asante.
Thank you and welcome to the 2020 Oregon Wine Experience Medal Celebration. I'm Don Hurley with Bicoastal Media's Cool 103.
And I'm Trish Glose with KTVL News 10.
And tonight we're going to honor the very best of Oregon wine, and of course all the proceeds from the Oregon Wine Experience goes directly to our kids' health and our community-supported Asante Foundation.
And all the fans of OWE and the medal celebration, things look a little different this year. We are thrilled to be back together, Dawn and I. Things do look a little different. Just want to point out, this was a couple years ago. So we're missing our stage tonight, but more than anything, we are missing that live audience. You know, the medal celebration, all the events at OWE, it seems to be like a little bit of a family reunion.
It is, and it's so nice to be able to look out and see everybody because we're broadcasters, We're in a studio all the time. I mean, this is really nothing different.
We need people.
But yeah, we need to see faces, and that's why we're going to invite you to post your photos as well tonight. But it definitely does feel empty in here, and we'd like to extend a special greeting to all of you tuning in tonight. And we hope that you're staying safe and enjoying your wine 6 feet apart from each other in the comfort of your own home.
Exactly. I do want to know, how are those metal celebration boxes? I know I got a sneak peek of a few. They look incredible. Make sure you stay tuned to see which of those amazing wines you're sipping on right now could win Best of Show.
Yeah. And Seven Feathers and Harry and David included some delicious gourmet bites to pair in those award-winning boxes as well. So save some for us later, because we haven't eaten yet. We rarely eat before these things.
Yes.
And yeah, by the time we get out of here, we're going to be famished.
And since we cannot be together under the tent, we hope you will post photos of your watch parties. We've seen a couple of them trickle in, and I'm just going to say, keep them coming. Please tag your post on the Oregon Wine Experience's Facebook and Instagram pages, and please use the hashtag OWE Watch Party so we can find you.
And before we unveil the award winners of the 2020 Oregon Wine Competition, we want to thank all of the sponsors for their generosity and coming alongside us during this rather weird and unprecedented time.
We cannot do it without them. Please join us in thanking tonight's presenting sponsors: Lithia Superstore, Payne West Insurance, Regents Blue Cross Blue Shield, and the culinary partners, that's Seven Feathers Casino Resort and Harry and David. Now let's hear from a few of our sponsors on why it was so important for each of them to be a part of the 2020 Oregon Wine Experience.
I think the Oregon Wine Experience is an event unique to Southern Oregon, bringing all the community leaders together for a common good, and that's raising money for those with significant medical need. And so that's why we chose to join again for 2020.
Well, we're a community-based health plan, and that means it's very important for us to be part of the community. And what better way to be partnered with than Asante Foundation to assist the community in various health needs. So we're extremely proud to be associated in partnering this year.
This year feels like it's a little bit more important than past years. It's always important, but this year, just with the pandemic and everything going on, the craziness, our community, our hospitals, everyone really needs everyone to step up as they can right now, and we're just really excited to be part of it.
People's Bank wanted to be involved with the Oregon Wine Experience this year because we're always looking for opportunities to help our local community. I've had an opportunity to go as a guest with many of my clients before, and was very impressed with what they accomplished and what the event did, and was pleased to let People's Bank have an opportunity to be involved.
Medford BMW, we've always felt that it was important to sponsor in the community, to be good stewards of our community. So this year, even more than past years, we really need the help. You know, we've watched a lot of our businesses that we've sponsored and charities that we're involved in kind of struggle for money. So, you know, we definitely wanted to double down and not pull away our money. We wanted to invest it in our community.
Well, this year's special because, I mean, we have a mantra that we go by, the 3 C's: colleagues, clients, and communities, and this incorporates all 3. Each one of them has been impacted significantly by the COVID-19, so we felt this is really an important time to really double down on the 3 C's.
Well, I have a personal vested interest in being involved in the Oregon Wine Experience, and specifically Asante Foundation. Children's Miracle Network has always been a passion helping children, you know, those who are not able to help themselves. And then my wife, of course, is a nurse with Asante, so I really enjoy being a part of the Asante Foundation.
Well, it's important for Harry and David to give back to the community in general, but this one in particular touches our hearts because it helps children, and it helps children in need that are sick, and it helps Asante be able to provide much needed services that they otherwise couldn't.
Thank you so much to all the sponsors of the 2020 Oregon Wine Experience. We really appreciate your ongoing support. The Oregon Wine Competition represents the full spectrum of the very best that Oregon has to offer.
Yeah, get this, 315 wines from across Oregon, crafted by a collection of the leading wine talent, were assessed by a world-renowned panel of judges.
And we were privileged to garner 6 of the best and most educated palates in the global field, not just here in the U.S., but that includes sommeliers and wine educator Tracy Dutton and master sommelier David Yoshida, who is like one of 269 master sommeliers in the entire world.
Right, and let's not forget about the masters of wine, Tim Marsan, Martin Reyes, Bree Stock, and Dr. Liz Tosh. We hosted 4 of the total 394 in the world here for this year's Oregon Wine Competition.
We really did have the all-star lineup of judges this year.
And all-star wines also.
Indeed. And here's an inside look as to what impressed and surprised the judges and what they found to be the top varietals in this year's competition.
Nothing can hold back the Oregon Wine Competition, as it was a full go this year. A few new wineries joined the competition this year, but as usual, each wine gets a thorough review from the expert panel of judges that included 4 masters of wine and a master sommelier.
We have 6 judges of extremely high caliber, and so therefore we want to make sure that over a 2-day period of time that their palates remain refreshed and aren't getting exhausted from just inundating them with a ton of entries a day.
There were some returning judges, some back after almost a decade.
It's been very encouraging to see an evolution in quality and consistency, most of all, because I remember in the previous competition there were a lot of ups and downs, whereas the average quality this year seems to be much higher than it was back then, and there have certainly been some varieties that have excelled more than others.
So I judged here about 5 years ago, and so coming back again is a pure delight. I have to say I've seen a huge improvement in the quality of the wines. I think the future for Oregon wine is really bright.
One of the new judges to the competition, Master of Wine Martin Reyes, was quite poetic in his assessment of Oregon wines.
From the muscularity, that sort of robust muscularity of some of the Petit Syrahs to that grungy potency of the Malbecs, to like the soaring aromatics and expression of the Italian varieties. At the very end, all of a sudden you have these amazing sparkling wines and a collection of really good rosés. It's like, you know what? The world is far more vast in Oregon than we would ever think. I knew that sort of academically, but actually seeing that up close was fascinating.
I think that's a mic drop from Martin. But let's go on for more detail. And for a second straight year, the Rhone varietals were making headlines.
That was immediately clear, right? The fact that there is a deep variety and high quality amongst all of the Rhone varieties that were there, in particular the Syrah.
Grenache performed very well and was fresh and really pure styles. There wasn't a lot of over extraction, there wasn't a lot of jamminess, there was really lovely juicy freshness and pure red varietal fruits, and really impressive.
We tasted the Rhone whites a lot of them were just exquisite, with a lot of vibrant flavors and really good acidity and length.
Also this year, the specialty category wines had a big impact on the competition.
Most dramatic increase in any of the categories was the sparkling category this year. We had enough sparkling wines to actually have both panels of judges sample the sparkling this year.
And I just tasted the most amazing sparkling wine. I've always been really excited about the great sparkling wine that we produce in California, but I think California better start looking over their shoulder at some of these producers in Oregon.
One of the biggest things that each judge talked about was noticing how the winemakers have taken a step back and let the grapes start to speak for themselves.
I'm sure that a lot of it has to do with Oregon place, but I suspect a lot more of it has to do with Oregon talent. And it really is just such really meticulous winemaking. So credit goes to the people themselves and their passion.
David also echoed what Tracy was saying. Not just with the sparkling wines, but the Bordeaux varietals should have people in California very nervous.
Napa needs to be really scared about this. There are some ways that Oregon is able to capitalize on greater balance and really kind of recall some of the best things about Napa's history over the last 40 years. Like the highlights of what Napa has done really well. Oregon is able to recapture that right now, and I think that's really exciting.
Did y'all hear that? Did you hear that, Don? Other wine regions should be nervous.
They should be.
Watch out, California and the planet. Oregon wine is rising to new heights.
And Trish, I think it's time we announce some winners.
Please.
And due to the special circumstances in the past, we've always had the silver medal winners up on the screens at the Oregon Wine Competition, or Oregon Wine Experience of the competition. But we want to make sure that we acknowledge each and every one of them. So we're going to take the time and do that right now.
Yes, and there are a lot of them, so we want you to bear with us. It is an extraordinary achievement to win a medal at the Oregon Wine Competition. Master of Wine and 2020 judge Bree Stock shares with us the significance of winning a medal. She says, quote, Oregon Wine Competition employs the highest qualifications in the wine industry to assess and judge wine entered into the competition. The caliber of judging from these professionals means that receiving a silver or gold medal in this competition reflects the high quality, typicity of varietal content, and reflects regional style. These are medals to be celebrated by the wineries, as these are not medals given out lightly.
These are exceptional wines that had this silver special lining. They are the 2020 Silver Medal Award winners. And here we go. Awen Winecraft for their 2019 Albarino. Authentique Wine Cellars 2017 Chardonnay. Bluebird Cellars 2019 Pinot Gris. Druver Hill for their 2018 Riesling. Crop Vineyards 2019 Sauvignon Blanc.
Crisel Cellars 2019 Viognier. Groschat Cellars 2019 Melon de Bourgogne. Valley View Winery 2019 Anna Maria Côte de Rogue. Danson Vineyards 2018 Sorella 60th. Grizzly Peak Winery 2014 Cabernet Sauvignon.
Bryn Mawr Vineyards for their 2018 Del Cetto. Two Hawk Vineyard and Wineries 2017 Grenache. Russell Prairie Rock Vineyards 2018 Malbec. Anchor Valley 2017 Petite Syrah. Bayer Family Estates 2018 Pinot Noir.
Domaine Serene 2018 Evanstad Reserve Pinot Noir. One Love Cellars 2015 Pinot Noir Reserve. Awen Winecraft 2017 Sangiovese. Belfiore Winery 2016 Syrah. Abasella Winery 2016 Tempranillo Reserve.
We also have Daisy Creek Vineyard for their 2018 Petit Verdot. Aurora Vines 2017 Old Barn Blend. Sylvan Ridge Wineries 2017 Elizabeth's Red. Del Rio Vineyards 2019 Grenache Rosé. Agostino Estate and Vineyard for their 2017 Celebration Semi-Sparkling White Wine.
Crisel Cellars 2019 Albarino. Belfiore Winery 2018 Icon Chardonnay. Croft Vineyards 2019 Pinot Gris. Firesteed 2019 Riesling. Upper Five Vineyard 2018 Sauvignon Blanc Acacia.
Next up, we got Quaddy North Wineries 2017 Viognier Steel Ox. Russell Prairie Rock Vineyards 2018 Gruner Feltliner Green Lizard. Cliff Creek Cellars 2015 Cabernet Franc. Hummingbird Estates 2018 Grenache and Two Hawk Vineyard and Wineries 2017 Malbec.
Vulcan Cellars 2016 Petite Syrah. Benedetto Vineyards 2018 Pinot Noir. Danson Vineyards 2018 Brisé. Hewitt Cellars 2017 Shoemaker Pinot Noir. Iris Vineyards 2018 Steelhead Run Syrah.
We continue with Aurora Vines 2016 Tempranillo. Groschat Cellars for the 2018 Gamay Noir. Crisel Cellars 2017 Belle Touvel. Crop Vineyards 2019 Ridge Romer Rosé. Bayer Family Estate for their 2019 Frizzante.
Schmidt Family Vineyards 2015 Tempest. Bryn Mawr Vineyards 2018 Estate Chardonnay. Authentique Wine Cellars 2018 Leisure Skin Contact Pinot Gris. Keeler Estate Vineyard 2018 Terracotta Riesling. Guzzo Family Vineyard 2018 Cabernet Sauvignon.
And the winery across the street from where I grew up, Cardwell Hill Cellars with the 2016 Old Vines Pinot Noir. Irvine and Roberts Vineyards for their 2017 Pinot Noir. Pfeiffer Winery for their 2016 Pinot Noir Blue Dot Reserve. Jackson Vineyards 2017 Syrah. Schultz Wines 2016 Rock Tempranillo.
Stone River Winery 2017 Petite Verdot. Namas Suncrest Winery 2017 Triolet. Brandborg Vineyard and Winery 2019 All Hands Pet Nat Riesling. Coventina Vineyards 2017 Chardonnay. Del Rio Vineyards 2019 Pinot Gris.
Stave and Stone Wine Estates 2019 Pinot Noir Blanc. Relic Winery for their 2016 Cabernet Sauvignon. Cardwell Hill Cellars 2015 Monet Blanc. Driver Hill for their 2018 Pinot Noir. Native Floras 2015 Pinot Noir Pressed for Time.
Pebblestone Cellars 2014 Syrah. Two Hawk Vineyard and Winery 2016 Tempranillo. Parkhurst Wine Cellars 2016 The Box. One Love Cellars for their 2018 Big Heart Bubbles Estate Brut Rosé. Cuckoo's Nest Cellars 2018 Chardonnay.
Next up, we got Del Rio Vineyards for their 2018 Chardonnay. Four Graces, the 2019 Pinot Gris. Trium Wines for their 2019 Viognier. Faith, Hope, and Charity Vineyards 2018 La Crescent. And Sylvan Ridge Winery, the 2016 Cabernet Sauvignon.
And Montanore Estate 2016 Reserve Pinot Noir. Plaisance Ranch 2017 Syrah. Red Lily Vineyards 2014 Thin Line Reserve Tempranillo. Namas Suncrest Winery 2017 GSM. Daisy Creek Vineyards 2019 Rosé.
Guzzo Family Vineyards for their 2017 Tempranillo. Pebblestone Cellars 2016 Harmony. Irvine and Roberts Vineyards 2019 Rosé. Lingua Franca 2018 Estate Chardonnay. And Iris Vineyards 2019 Pinot Gris.
Cliff Creek Cellars 2015 Merlot. Cardwell Hill Cellars 2016 Pommard Blanc. Domaine Serene 2017 Yamhill Cuvée Pinot Noir. Schultz Wines 2016 Freedom Pinot Noir. Sam's Creek Cellars 2016 Syrah.
Red Lily Vineyards 2015 Tempranillo, as well as Peter William Vineyards 2018 GSM. Driver Hill for their 2017 Pinot Noir. Lingua Franca, their 2017 Estate Pinot Noir. Red Hill Cellars 2018 Grenache Rosé.
Pfeiffer Winery 2019 Grey Cat. Namas Suncrest Winery 2018 Estate Grenache. Coventina Vineyards 2017 Pinot Noir. Laurel Ridge 2017 Pinot Noir. Vulcan Cellars 2016 Syrah.
And we round the corner with Stave and Stone Wine Estates, their 2017 Quiver. Hoodcrest Winery, their 2018 Chardonnay. Quaddy North for their 2019 Pistoletta. Upper Five Vineyards 2018 Grenache. And Trium Wines 2017 Malbec.
Domaine Serene 2018 Evanstad Reserve Chardonnay. Oak Knoll Winery 2016 Pinot Gris. Firesteed 2019 Pinot Noir. Keeler Estate Vineyard 2017 Craig's Reserve Pinot Noir. Schultz Wines 2016 Shepherd Syrah.
Now we've got Stave and Stone Wine Estates for their 2017 Quiver. Hoodcrest Winery 2018 Chardonnay. Quaddy North for their 2019 Pistoletta. Upper Five Vineyard, their 2018 Grenache. And Trium Wines 2017 Malbec.
And finally, Danson Vineyards 2018 Melodia. Four Graces 2018 Pinot Noir. Stave and Stone Winery 2019 Dorothy Noir Rosé. Irvine and Roberts Vineyards 2018 Chardonnay. And finally, Benedetto Vineyards 2018 Estate Barrel Select 777 Pinot Noir. Whew.
Whew. Yeah, please join us in congratulating all the silver medal winners of the 2020 Oregon Wine Competition. Now let's check in on some of the watch parties that are going on right now.
Yes, we are getting some good pictures. This says from Rose Hill. Some people watch. I believe that's at Rogue Grape, is it not?
That looks like Rogue Grape.
And I think that's Mark Enlow. Is that Mark?
Yeah.
From Parkhurst. Congratulations, Mark, on that winning silver for the box.
And there they are again.
Y'all are looking good. We definitely want to see more of your pictures. Who's this? Oh, that would be Chris Cook. Just having a little private wine tasting celebration.
And he's got the Seven Feathers box with him.
And that would be Relic Winery. Thank you, off camera, for letting us know. Let's see, One Love Cellars posting a picture. Oh, that would be the One Love. Is that the Big Heart Bubbles? Yes.
Is it?
I love the name.
Oh.
Yeah, Big Heart Bubbles.
Yeah, you've been dying to say that all day.
I know.
And Benedetto Vineyards, a beautiful picture right there. You guys looking great.
Yes, thank you so much for all of the pictures. We keep them coming though, and we want you to tag OWE Watch Party, hashtag OWE Watch Party, but it is really nice to see all of those folks.
And you can be on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. It's really nice to see everybody tuning in and enjoying the show.
And enjoying the wine. Lots of wine in those pictures. Since we cannot be together under the tent this year to savor all the medal winners at the grand tasting, we encourage you to go out and visit the incredible wineries of the 2020 Oregon Wine Experience.
And we'd like to take this moment to thank the presenting sponsors of the Grand Tasting, Adroit Construction, as well as People's Bank and Southern Oregon Subaru. We appreciate your generosity.
I'm a neonatologist at Asante, which means I care for small and sick babies. And my Subaru Outback is a big part of keeping them safe, because sometimes I have to get to my babies fast. Whether there's ice, rain, or snow, my Outback always gets me there. I'm Dr. Sarah Kahn, and that's what makes a Subaru my Subaru.
Southern Oregon Subaru, online at sosubaru.com.
Remember, all proceeds from Oregon Wine Experience support children's healthcare programs at Asante.
One of my favorite parts of Oregon Wine Experience, a lot of people probably know this, filming Grape to Glass series. It highlights the Founders Barrel Auction wineries. We capture each of their unique stories, even get some inside tips about those one-of-a-kind wines up for auction.
And we encourage you to check out the entire series. It's at theoregonwineexperience.com, and perhaps maybe next year you'll take me along. It looks like a lot of fun.
Maybe. I'll have my people call your people. I could always use a good production
I had
assistant.
to furlough my people.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
Well, anyway, I think everybody's ready for some more results.
Absolutely. Next up, we're going to announce the gold medal winners of the 2020 Oregon Wine Competition. This top-tier group of award-winning varietals delighted the judges with that golden essence. Let's begin with gold medal winners. South Stage Cellars 2019 Albarino, Authentique Winecraft 2017 Eola Springs Vineyard, Daisy Creek Vineyards 2016 Syrah, Abasella 2017 Tempranillo Fiesta, Roxanne Winery 2017 Claret.
And we move on with Harry and David Vineyards 2019 Pinot Noir Rosé, Forest Vineyards 2019 Moscato, Domaine Serenes 2017 Chardonnay, Groscho Cellars 2019 Pinot Blanc, and Battle Creek Cellars 2017 Vineyard Designate Pinot Noir.
Cliff Creek Cellars 2015 Claret, Danson Vineyards 2019 Enlair, Hummingbird Estate 2019 Sparkling Chardonnay, Cuckoo's Nest Cellars 2018 Pinot Gris, Four Graces 2018 Pinot Noir.
Guzzo Family Vineyards 2017 Syrah, Ryan Rose the 2017 Tempranillo, Abacella's 2019 Grenache Rosé, Forest Vineyards 2019 Riesling, Jackson Vineyards 2019 Viognier.
Apricity Vineyard 2017 Tempranillo, Peter William Vineyard 2019 Tempranillo Rosé, Pfeiffer Winery 2019 Pinot Gris, Harry and David Vineyards 2018 Pinot Noir, Cliff Creek Cellars 2015 Sangiovese.
And we move on with Russell Prairie Rock Vineyards 2017 Syrah Winemakers Reserve, Red Lily Vineyards 2015 Life of Riley Tempranillo, Alwyn Winecraft's 2019 Grenache Blanc, and Iris Vineyards 2018 Pinot Noir.
Harry and David Vineyards 2019 Sauvignon Blanc, Season Cellars 2017 Viognier, Belfiore Winery 2018 Pinot Noir Blanc, Grizzly Peak Winery 2016 Malbec.
And rounding the home stretch, here we go, Oak Knoll Winery 2017 with a Pinot Noir, Schmidt Family Vineyards, their 2019 Reserve Pinot Gris, Alwyn Winecraft's 2019 Inspiration Blend, Harry and David Vineyards 2019 Sparkling White Wine.
And all those watch parties and everyone in studio, let's join us in congratulating all of the gold medal winners of the 2020 Oregon Wine Competition.
And before we continue with the announcement of the double golds, we'd like to tell you a little bit more about how you can bid on the exclusive and custom crush wines in the Founders Barrel Auction.
The Oregon Wine Experience Founders Barrel Auction has gone digital. Indulge in the brilliance, experience the elegance, taste the future. Bid on exclusive wine made special for this online auction, all to benefit kids' health and our community. Don't miss the opportunity to add these one-of-a-kind wines to your collection. For more information on how to bid, visit theoregonwineexperience.com. The Oregon Wine Experience, the very best of Oregon. This advertisement presented by Pacific Power.
So it's pretty simple. We want you to go to oweauction.com to register. Are you going to indulge here?
I think I will.
Right. So I'm just doing all the work, and Dawn gets to thief from the barrel. If you get wine on my dress, I'm going to hurt you. Create a free account or log in. Once you're registered, check out the lot details and start bidding. And I just want to make sure everybody heard me. oweauction.com. untitled.com. The auction is open now through August 23rd, but make sure to get your final bids in by noon. Is it tasty?
Wonderful.
think that's
something
an
new
award
this
winner.
year is the bidding award system. As a special thank you, you can actually unlock levels of reward as you bid, so that's nice.
Yes, and don't forget, if you win a single lot of 10 cases or the entire barrel, good for you, you can customize a label with your business or family name. And I could just picture it now, the Trish Close Special Reserve. Maybe you put my picture on the label.
Yeah, Chuck needs to start building beer cellar right now. It does have a nice ring to it, though. And if you at home need a little bit more enticement, here are a few of our talented winemakers and producers to tell you a little bit more about the featured wines of the 2020 Founders Barrel Auction.
For our 2020 barrel auction, Roxanne is providing a pretty special blend. It's a blend we're calling the Jack. It's a first harvest of some new plantings we did a few years ago. And it's going to be a blend of Cab, Cab Franc, Merlot, Malbec, and Petit Verdot. The Jack is named specifically because it's going to be released for our 20th anniversary and named after my father, who was the founder of the winery in 2001.
We've picked out some pretty interesting wines. We're changing things up a bit. In years past, we've done Pinot Noir as our two main varietals, are Pinot and Chardonnay. This year, we've decided to do something special and offer up our 2018 GSM, which is a Grenache Syrah Mourvedre. We're really excited. The wine's rich and balanced and delicious, and so we really wanted to send out something special.
The 2019 Darrow Series Malbec that we have this year for the barrel auction is another in a string of successful Malbecs for us. The thing about Malbec, though, that makes it so wonderful is that it has a very open kind of personality. The wine is juicy, it's very flavorful, very fruit forward, but it has the depth and the concentration that it does definitely improve with short-term to mid-term cellaring.
So we're planning to do a Barbera. However, it could be a Barbera Pinot blend, which would be pretty interesting. Two amazingly food-friendly wines coming together in a perfect marriage. Barbera is relatively limited in the United States. The Rogue Valley here in Southern Oregon is starting to make a name for itself with Barbera. There's been some great Barbera produced here. And like the state's other wine, Pinot Noir, it's so easy drinking and so food-friendly. It's so enjoyable to have with or without a meal.
But it's a 2018 Pinot Noir, and it's from the Stomp Vineyard, which is in Carpenter Hill area. The beauty of Pinot Noir is it has this approachability when it's young. It's kind of precocious. It's really nice. It's very engaging. Judging by the structure of this wine, I think it too is going to have some really nice initial flavors, initial aromas, and some real young, youthful charm. But I also think they should be buying in case lots, if not one case, at least two cases. So you could take a couple of years and taste through a bottle every few months just to see how it's progressing, to know that, okay, this year is going to be the year that this is drinking perfectly, whenever that year is.
It's a Pinot Noir from 2019 vintage. We're looking to capture a really cool perspective of the vineyard itself, but something that's a little bit on the, ageable side, something a little bit on the sweeter and approachable side. We want this to be something that people are going to get excited about right away.
Definitely excited about those. What did you think about Suave Dan Marca from Danson with his cool cat shades on?
Yeah, he looked awesome. And we sat around all afternoon watching this video, trying to think who he looked like. And I said, Donald Fagen from Steely Dan, and what did you say?
I'm not saying.
You're not saying?
I'm not. I'm not going to do that.
Dan and Cindy are probably watching right now.
I hope so.
And they're going to call you and ask you.
Well, I don't know about you, Don, but I know my cellar needs some restocking. I know everybody out there, your cellars probably need restocking. So a lot of us have been drinking some wine the last few months, but I'm going to take a case of each.
Well, not if I can beat you to it, because Tiff needs some client gifts as well.
Right, well, good luck with that. Luckily, there is something for everyone, so get registered and please bid generously.
All right, now let's get back to the results, because this year it was a tough feat to come by a double gold medal.
Definitely. I think Master of Wine and 2020 judge Bree Stock explains it best. She says, quote, "A double gold medal is one of the hardest to achieve, and wine that receives this medal is being identified as the best-in-class wine for the region, wine style, and variety, and should be recognized as an iconic wine that those in the region should benchmark against."
Now, this is a group of outstanding wines at the top of their game and flourishing in gold, because the double gold medal winners of the 2020 Oregon Wine Competition are from Authentique Wine Cellars, their 2016 Chehalem Mountain Vineyard Pinot Noir. Brandberg Vineyard and Wineries, 2017 Whale Song Sparkling Blanc de Noir. Jackson Vineyards for their 2017 Grenache. Roxanne Wineries, 2016 Petite Syrah.
Abasella 2015 Malbec Reserve. Bryn Mawr Vineyards 2016 Estate Pinot Noir. Rocky Knoll 2010 Dunbar Red. Maison Jussaiem 2017 Blanc de Blancs. Dauntless Wine Company 2018 No Man's Land Pinot Noir.
So please join us in celebrating these double gold medal winners from the 2020 Oregon Wine Competition.
Congratulations. Not a lot this year, as we've seen in the past. Pretty cool. Let's talk about those enticing Miracle Auction packages. Dawn, did you know you can win a lavish gourmet wine and culinary experience with the Archery Summit Winemaker?
You can spend a weekend at the races, sipping a mint julep and taking in the grandeur and, of course, those sunny beaches of Fiji. And here's a tease of what is really on our auction block at theoregonwineexperience.com.
The Oregon Wine Experience's Miracle Auction is going digital. Bid on one-of-a-kind experiences found only at this online auction. Tour the exquisite winter landscape of the Rogue Valley. Reserve your seat for a unique culinary extravagance. Or take flight for a private wine lover's getaway. Go to theoregonwineexperience.com to register and get ready to start bidding on August 14th. The Oregon Wine Experience, the very best of Oregon. Sponsored by Rogue Credit Union and the Coquel Indian Tribe.
Are you ready to bid on those amazing packages? All you have to do, go to theoregonwineexperience.com.
And all you have to do is click on register to bid for the Miracle Auction. Then you can create your account and start to view all the auction lots. They're up there right now, and the best part is that all the proceeds go to healthcare programs supported by the Asante Foundation, including our Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
That's right. And each year I have the wonderful privilege of getting to know the Miracle Kid and their families. It's humbling to meet these resilient children, learn of their courageous battles. They share their stories with me. Sometimes they don't share their stories with anyone else. We're going to encourage you to return next Saturday, August 22nd, mark your calendar, to discover this heartwarming story of bravery and the true spirit of generosity.
It's truly remarkable how these kids and their families cope with these unforeseen struggles, and what a blessing it is for them and our entire community to have award-winning healthcare right within our reach.
That's right, Don. I couldn't have said that better myself. That reminds me, we still have a few awards to unveil. These 6 phenomenal wines rose to the top of the class and represent the very best of Oregon.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now it's the awards that we've been waiting for. The Best in Show finalists, and also the winners in the red, white, and specialty categories.
All right, here we go. We're kicking it off with the red category. Best of Show finalist, Seasoned Cellars 2014, Phoenix. A little round of applause for Seasoned Cellars. Now for the Best of Show winner, Quaddy North Winery 2017 4-2A Syrah, winemakers Brian Gruber, Herb Quaddy, and Nicole Schulte. Now, the judges commented on how the acid has this juicy ripeness that matches the ripeness of the fruit, how the secondary characteristics of rosehip and herbs augment the structure of the wine beautifully. Some remarked on its ageable potential. And some remarks from the winners we have in studio tonight, winemakers Herb Quaddy and Nicole Schulte. Go ahead, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you to the Asante Foundation for continuing to host this event, even in a year that's been logistically challenging for both the foundation and their industry partners. Beloved wines like this aren't possible without the teamwork of the crew at Quaddy North and Barrel 42, and I would like to give special thanks to production team members Sarah Garr and Joe Chapolis. Sarah Garr and Joe Chapolis, you are my rock. You both, your creativity and what you do in the cellar and your attention to quality is what makes great wines like these possible. I would also like to pay my respects to women winemakers and winemakers people of color and also wine growers who have historically been underrepresented in these categories. And some of us have to stand up taller to be heard, and everybody deserves equality and respect. So keep on standing up, be proud, and stand out. And finally, Brian Gruber and Herb Quaddy, we've been through a lot together, and we keep coming out on top. And I'm so honored and pleased to be taking this recognition with you. And I hope that we continue to be challenging each other to do the best that we can, and also celebrating together. Thank you.
Thanks, Nicole. And I'd just like to say, in addition to saying thanks to my partners, Brian and Nicole, and the Asante Foundation, and the good work you're doing. But thank you to the judges who honored us. I know that there are a lot of really amazing wines being made here, and to be honored as the best red this year is a true honor. Personally, one thing that's interesting about this wine is it's made from 7 different vineyards, which range from Provolt in the west all the way to Ashland in the south, and Sam's Valley in the east. And so this wine is truly a collaborative effort. It's the product of the hard work from many different growers. Some are farming their own vineyards with the help of their crews, like the Garvin family and the Fernandezes and the Castellanos. And most of this fruit was grown by our own sister company, Applegate Vineyard Management. And I just want to acknowledge the really hard work of both the leaders of that team, which are Consuelo Holguin and Alan O'Neill, but also the crew members who honestly were there every day during 2017, the smoky year, working outside, have been there every day this year through the pandemic, doing work which is essential to us in our industry. And these guys are not replaceable by a machine. And they make decisions with each vine which result in the highest quality fruit. So in addition to Alan and Consuelo, please, I'd like to recognize Angela Sanchez, Evelina Duarte, Carlos Alonso, Elizabeth Sanchez, Fermin Valdivinos, Nate Ortiz, Omar Mata, Ramiro Sanchez, Roberto Cervantes Nava, and of course, Sal Martinez. So thanks again.
Very nice.
All right.
Thank you, Herb and Nicole. Let's give them a round of applause. All right, now we're ready for our Best of Show finalists in the white category. Finalists this year from Bryn Mawr Vineyards, the 2018 Eola Amity Chardonnay. And for the Best in Show winner, from South Stage Cellars, the 2019 Romeo and Juliet winemakers Brian Gruber and Nicole Schulte. And the judges had some notes that they wanted to share on this, and they wanted to appreciate how true to typicity the wine is. They commented on the beauty and elegance of the wine and how it showcased the floral bouquets that are present in Rhone Valley white wines. Pretty high compliment.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Yeah. First of all, we'd like to thank OWE for holding this event this year and the incredible hard work that they've done in featuring this region and the quality of wines that we have in this region. South Stage has always celebrated the best of what we have in this wine region, and which is incredible diversity of the grapes we're able to grow. Quail Run Vineyards has spent over 3 decades learning to grow the best varietals and what viticulture it takes, the practices, and the very finest expression of each of the 29 varietals that we grow. I also want to draw special attention to our vineyard crews, whose attention to detail gives raise to the adage of the wines in our vineyard. But of course, with that being said, it's the winemakers that have to capture the essence. And for that, we owe a great debt to Nicole and Brian from Barrel 42, who made the Romeo and Juliet. A wine that even Shakespeare himself would be happy to write sonnets about. It's a great pleasure to collaborate with you at every stage during the winemaking We really appreciate it. I want to also acknowledge the huge contribution you guys have made to making our region's reputation. Shout out to our tasting room crew, Sonia, Jeff, Tristan, Jackie. You guys make it South Stage an extraordinary place for people to come, drink great wine, listen to music, look at art, and enjoy the friendship of others. We thank you a lot. Above all, I'd like to thank Don and Trouty Moore, the founders, amongst some of the founders of the Southern Oregon Wines. They've been our rock, and they've been huge in the wine industry in Southern Oregon. Thanks, you guys. Finally, I'd like to express my deep appreciation to all who continue to support South Stage Cellars and local wines. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Connie. It's an honor to receive this award, and it's great to be up here with my longtime friend, Connie. And the story of this wine, to me, it's all about collaboration. In fact, my first experience in the wine industry in Southern Oregon was collaborating with Connie in a vineyard 12 years ago in the cold, snowy March while pruning. And all these years later, we're still working together. But the collaboration is really the story of this wine. And Connie and I and Trouty had a great opportunity to sit down and talk about what was this wine going to be? What was the vision for this wine? We got to work with Michael and Gabrielle in the vineyard to talk about what sites are going to express that the best. How do we find the perfect fruit? Which are the varietals we need? And how do we achieve that? And a big thanks to Michael and the whole team, the whole South Stage Vineyard crew, for delivering such beautiful fruit. We can't make great wines without amazing fruit. It's a collaboration with the Barrel 42 team, the whole cellar crew, Sarah and Joe, Tomas and Kimberly, especially Nicole and Herb. Nicole, Herb, and I. It's a partnership, a collaboration that I think the fact that we push each other to get better and better all the time. We question and ask questions and push is a big piece of the secret sauce that makes Barrel 42 what it is. So one big collaboration from vineyard to the customer to the team, and I'm really pleased to have won this award, and thanks to share it with you, Connie.
Our pleasure, absolutely. Thank you.
That was Connie Thomas and Brian Gruber. Thank you guys for those comments. Our final award tonight in the specialty category. We're going to start with the Best of Show finalist, Quaddy North Winery 2019 Rosé GSM. There they are. We can give them a round of applause, absolutely. Lots of awards tonight. Best of Show winner, Brandborg Vineyard and Winery, the 2019 All Hands Pet Nat Gewürztraminer winemaker, Terry Brandborg. Now, the judges appreciated how light and fresh this wine is. Racy acidity, they said. Loads of structure. Its uniqueness was matched by its complexity, that is. And we have the winemaker in studio, Terry Brandborg, for a few comments. Terry?
Well, thank you for having me. I regret that my wife, Sue, can't join us this evening. She's taking care of family issues. But Sue and I relocated to Elkton, Oregon in 2002 from San Francisco. I began my winemaking in 1975 as a home winemaker. Through good fortune, I met a neighbor who was growing grapes in Anderson Valley. So I kind of grew up working with cool climate varieties, Riesling, Gewürztraminer, and Pinot Noir. I started my first label as a garage operation in '86. My first commercial release included Riesling and Pinot Noir from Anderson Valley. I met my wife Sue at a wine tasting in Jackson, Wyoming in '98. We were both recently divorced, and a year later she joined me in San Francisco, fell right into everything that we were doing in the cellar, the winery, the sales, the business admin, everything. We started thinking that we wanted some land, and I'd been working with cool climate grapes from coastal river valleys in California since that first commercial release in '86. We looked for a couple of years, and we realized that we were striking out. And I had a long fondness and familiarity with Oregon. I'd been coming up here. I first stumbled across the North Umpqua backpacking and hitchhiking with a fly rod in '72. I had friends who moved to the Umpqua in the early '80s, and I got to know some of the early pioneering wine makers. But I didn't know about Elkton until a road trip through in 2000 We learned that Pinot Noir, Riesling, and Gewürz had been planted in Elkton in '72, obviously old for the Oregon industry. Came and took a look, fell in love with the area, made friends with the local growers, and we've been able to produce wines largely using fruit from that region. We're grateful to have made relationships with the Bradley family at Bradley Vineyards, one of the sources of our Gewürz, and also Annandale Vineyards, first planted by the Bing family. Both those were planted in 1983. So as everybody has said, you know, winemaking is a collaborative effort. We have a relatively new employee who's come along a great deal and is very competent steering our wines toward the good results that we want. Keith Osmack is our cellar master. And Nathan Wood hitchhiked through Elkton in '09, and he's been working with us in the cellar since then, AKA the Grape Cowboy. So my wife told me, you know, we should make some bubbles. And I was reluctant to do that, but, you know, the saying, a happy wife is a happy life. So we decided we were going to go forward with that. And so we made a Pet Nat Riesling the year before this wine, and it went over pretty well. It got called all hands because you got to bottle it when it's ready, and that happened to be Thanksgiving Day that year. And then we made a Gewürztraminer, and I was very delighted that it came out as well as it did. I'm personally tickled, having done this a long time. It gave me the idea, you know, I've always said I've never arrived, and this has been a continuing education for me, and it's one thing I really enjoy about the wine industry, so this old dog did learn some new tricks. Thank you, Asante Foundation and the Oregon Wine Experience.
Thank you, Terry. Congratulations. And congratulations to all of our Best of Show winners and finalists on tonight's incredible achievements.
Yeah, and I just want to thank Terry's wife for saying, we need to make some bubbles. Thank you. Thanks, Terry's wife. But yeah, congratulations to all of those medal winners. Did we scare anyone watching right now? That's what I want to know.
We soiled ourselves.
Thank you. We knew it was coming. Thank you for being a part of the medal celebration this evening. Don't forget to register for the Founders Barrel Auction and the Miracle Auction at theoregonwineexperience.com. Please bid generously.
And another special thank you to this evening's presenting sponsors, Lithia Superstore, as well as Payne West Insurance, Regents Blue Cross Blue Shield, and of course the culinary teams at Seven Feathers Casino Resort and Harry and David.
And I want to thank you for being up here with me
Well,
tonight.
thank you. It's always a pleasure.
You're the best.
Always.
Be sure to join me and Master Auctioneer Stan Dupree next Saturday, August 22nd, starting at 7 p.m. Pacific time for the Miracle Auction program at theoregonwineexperience.com. You can also live stream it, as you've done tonight, on the Oregon Wine Experience's Facebook page.
And thank you for joining us at the Oregon Wine Experience's medal celebration. Enjoy your award-winning wines and good night.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
You forgot
mine.
about that.